outrage, anger, even sadness. What is going on in the Star Wars universe? There is so much new content coming out, but people are unhappy. People are feeling lost. It's almost unfamiliar. Just doesn't feel like Star Wars anymore. Lightsabers and sci-fi violence isn't what we came here for. We came here for a good story. We came here to get lost in another world. There's nothing relatable here, nothing to hold on to. It's dry, it's hollow, and it's almost evil. But what's happening? Why is this new formula not sticking with people? A lot of people say it's bad storytelling and bad writing, but I feel like there's something more to the mix. If you think about what George created, what he stood for, what his philosophies are, they resonate with so many people. He's a North American with North American values and ideologies, but are those ideologies shifting and changing? Is that old audience shifting and changing as well, or are we holding on to those same ideologies and philosophies that George had as well? Star Wars was just so familiar for so long, and now we don't even recognize it anymore. So what happened? First, I want to say that criticizing art can be quite a difficult thing to do because maybe that art piece wasn't created for me, and maybe it's made for a different audience. What I'm going on about is that, for example, Taylor Swift's music, it's about a female's perspective of love and life and experiences, and I can't relate to it in any way. I'm not interested in it. I don't want to hear it. Even though her melodies are beautiful, her storytelling is exceptional, I'm just not into it. I don't like it. That doesn't mean it's bad, it's just not for me. The problem with this art piece, Star Wars, is that it was created for me. Listen as George explains what the meaning of Star Wars was right from the beginning.
But, it's a film for 12-year-olds. And here's a little idea of some of the things you should pay attention to. Friendships, honesty, and trust, and doing the right thing, living on the light side, avoiding the dark side. Those are things that it was meant to do.
For 40 years, Star Wars maintained this same identity. It was consistent. It was familiar. Art is often a reflection of the artist. It spills out on the page. You can see their beliefs, their desires, how they're feeling. Star Wars is a reflection of who George is and what he stands for. Love, family, the bond between father and a son. How Luke would do anything he possibly could to try and redeem and save his father who had gone to an evil place. He wanted to save him, to save his soul. Disney seems to be trying to wedge a line in good and evil, saying there is no good or evil, that it's subjective. The problem with this is that the themes of good and evil have been a part of Star Wars since the beginning. How the Force is innately good in nature and it can be corrupted. That the light side of the Force is the Force in its purity, and that the dark side is the corruption, the manipulation, and the evil side of the Force. We all know this. One TV show can't just go and change everything and take that from us.
I mean, the best parts about Star Wars is there is no good or evil. Depends on what side you're standing on, truly. You know what I mean?
Wrong. During episode 3 of The Acolyte, we see the origin story of the protagonist. And it's strange, the themes that they were pushing on us are oppression, segregation, sadness, that these characters are outcasts and that we need to feel sorry for them. Yet here they are manipulating the Force to their will and coercing children into staying with their group. From my worldview, this is not right. They are indoctrinating and creating soldiers of children using the dark side of the Force. This is not subjective. When you reference Star Wars lore, this is not good. This is evil. This is the dark side. The Force is not guiding them. They are not using it for good. They are not helping anyone here. This group is nothing. It's a group of death. There is no love. There is no family. It is simply abuse of the Force. Where could the writers go with this? The only thing this could lead to is death. As a North American male and someone who loves their family, loves their brothers and sisters, watching this made me feel nothing. I'm not interested in this. I don't care about this. I can't relate to this. And because I'm a man, someone who is very object oriented, I love engineering and building. I love machines and weapons. I want to see more stuff like this. Beautifully crafted and designed vehicles and war machines tearing each other apart. This is incredible. This is what a guy wants to see. There's a reason so many of us are buying Lego Star Wars sets and playing video games where we can recreate these incredible moments from Star Wars. We love technology, we love machines, and lately all of these Star Wars shows has been people walking around in hallways, complaining, talking. There's been nothing there to just take your breath away. Scenes are so dim, dark, and boring, you don't want to look at the screen anymore. Kenobi was dark, the Acolyte was dark, I just didn't want to look at the screen. The point of this video wasn't to be all doom and gloom and scare people away from Star Wars, but more so just to point out that the strong men who watch Star Wars and love it are being pushed away from it. They're showing themes we don't agree with and creative direction that we just don't agree with. I know, midichlorians, we didn't agree with that either, but it is escalating so fast and going so far from the original source material, it's just hard to watch at this point. I don't normally create content of this nature. I predominantly make comedy, but as a Star Wars content creator, I just wanted to let you guys know that I am not happy with the way Star Wars is going, and I'm just hoping that they're able to get better writers, people that actually care and know a lot about Star Wars. If you guys enjoyed my video, please leave a like and subscribe as I create Star Wars content. And if you're a fan of the Clone Wars, you should check out my store. I've got merch for shinies and clankers alike. See you guys in the next one, and may the Force be with you, always.